Oh, I'm very sorry. Good evening to all. No voice. Yeah, good evening, Sritam. Kajal, good evening. Sumaya, Shayari, good evening. So, any issue with audio and video, let me know, guys, before starting the session. So, this session is for those people who are practicing the TOC to the, you want revision to the questions, then this session will help you to revise the TOC. But entire revision also, we have another session, Maha revision. You can also attend that Maha revision, right? To have the complete revision. Class duration is very short and will do as quickly as possible. Very important concepts which will help you for the GATE exam, especially. And if in case if you have any doubts, you may ask me in this session. Let's start theory of computation, and the next Saturday we'll be having the compiler design. No, Super 30 का क्वेश्चंस रिपीट नहीं होगा, क्वेश्चंस रिपीट नहीं होगा, मॉडल सिमिलर हो सकता, नहीं तो अलग प्रॉब्लम से, बट रिपीट कहीं पर नहीं होगा, तो आप कंपेयर कर सकते हैं, राइट. सो कॉन्सेप्ट्स लाइक वी हैव द क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम रेगुलर लैंग्वेजेस, CFLs, DCFLs, recursive and RELs, decidables and undecidables, right. In case if you are not able to recall any concept, you may ask me during the session, I'll help you. Okay. So let's begin with the TOC. The first question is something different. Okay, it's not the same as any other, which is odd number of ones. Okay, when you see the Super 30, I brought with even number of ones, but these questions are options. These options are completely different. Okay, so now you need to identify the equivalent expressions for the odd number of ones. Now, can you identify which option is correct? So look at it, is MSQ type. You should be very careful while answering. It is MSQ type. Okay. Now, can you find out odd number of ones? Is there any expression here which will give you odd number of ones? Okay, let's see who will answer the question. Okay, first question itself I wanted to say something, but before that let me see the options what you will answer. Will you answer blindly or see that? I don't think you are answering correctly. Sumaya says A and D. Any other answers? Okay, when you attempt the answers right, this question I brought you. Yes, Ritam, you are, that's the point that I'm looking for. So when you are revising to the questions right, you should be very careful. Mamada BCDR. Option 1 you are talking about, Sritam? Here no option is correct. Why no option is correct? Look at this, odd number of ones. What is the minimum string you will be having? 1, right? This is the minimum string. Now, is there anybody providing minimum string as 1 here? What is the minimum string from this option? Here, who is the minimum string? Here minimum is epsilon. Here also minimum is epsilon, minimum is epsilon. Epsilon is invalid string. We do not want it, right? And you are generating are wrong. Then what could be the right option? What could be the right option? So this is how you should learn, right? You are revising to the questions, but I don't want to get the answer from this because people blindly answers somebody here without understanding. Then I want to test your knowledge, right? All options are wrong. Then what could be the right option where I should make the changes to make it correct? Look at in place of this star, right? If you don't have this, you don't have this star, okay? So here let's say I'm keeping here just 1. In this place, right, you have only 1. And in this place, if you have let's say 1, then will it be the right answer? Let me say this is only 1. So which one is the right answer? So I'm editing in front of you. I'm editing in front of you to make it understanding which one is the right now. Now can you answer the same question? Can you answer the same question just by understanding this one? Okay. Now just correct your question options. Now let's see who will answer. Okay. We got some meaning right now. Okay. So now we got a meaning. Let's see who will answer it. Okay. Again, still there is a problem in choosing the options. I don't know whether you will choose correctly or not, but I want you to understand exactly which one is the right answer here. Don't assume that everybody is right. Okay, let's see. अभी स्टार्ट हुआ सुमाया, राइट? कितने बजे होंगे क्लास? क्या क्लास? ओके, अभी अच्छा. No option C, D. Excellent, Sritam. Looks like you are in right track completely. Good. Okay, so let's look at what is the issue with each option, right? If you have any issue, looks like the minimum is 1, but the problem here is if I want to generate here, see 1 is at end, right? 1 0 you want to generate, impossible from here. 1 0 is a valid string, you're not able to generate, even though it is valid. You have it is inside L, not able to generate, right? Always trying to end with 1, but our string no need to end with 1, right? So 1 0 is there here, 1 0 is there, 0 1 is there, but you are not able to generate. Here the problem is 0 1, you are trying to start with 1, but string need not to start with 1. So this 0 1 not able to generate. Now when you look at this, is exactly both of them are actually written from one thing, that is, let's say odd number of ones. You know odd number of ones, right? Either 1 can be here, or when you have double 1 whole star, 1 can be here. But zeros can come from any place, right? 0 star here, 0 star, 0 star, 0 star, let's say 0 star and 0 star. And here you have a 0 star. This is a very simple expression. What is this? This is a very simple expression where you can write, but all the zeros are not compulsory. So now this one, how did you get it? When you keep the 1 this side and look at here, you don't have a 0 star. This is actually not required because this can be covered from here or this can be covered from here. You no need to keep this. So that's what it has happened here, because I kept these 0 stars. Now I can avoid this. Sorry, this 0 star is there, so I can avoid this. And how did I get this one? Now here this 0 star is not there, this 0 star is not there. How can I cover without having this 0 star? I can cover from here or I can cover from here, because this 0 star, if you are coming directly from out, this 0 star is same, and if you are going inside and coming from there, this 0 star can help this 0 star. So now you have the two ways to understand this 0 star, or two ways to cover this 0 star. Either you can cover with this or this, and I can delete this. Okay, so these two options are exactly right. Are you clear? So this is where it happens, you know, it looks like everybody is generating odd number of ones, but it can't generate all. There is an issue. This two, why we are not choosing is can't. This three, both of them cannot generate all. It cannot generate all. Cannot generate all. But C and D can generate all, even though they look different. Okay, next question. I hope you understood, right? Next one. Yeah. Next one. It's completely different data. Do not compare with any other series, right? This question was not there anywhere. So consider two regular expressions and R1, R2. There are two regular expressions given to you. Now, can you identify, again it is MSQ, which of the following is true over the alphabet 0 and 1? So, which of these options are true? Let's see, who will answer it. Understand the question and try to select quickly. Yeah. And those people, you know, who are watching this video and you did not like the session, please do it and share with your friends too. Okay, might help, you know, few concepts to revise. I'm coming, Sritam, to you. Okay, after this question I'll take your question too. Meanwhile, answer this question, we'll go to the next one. ABC, ABD. Good evening, Prashant. Prabhakar, good evening. Yeah. Did you get the answer? So what is this? You know, right? We have seen these expressions multiple times in multiple places. Both are actually same, right? 0 plus 1 whole star. So now when both are same, right? R1 and R2 are same. So you can say this one is simply R1 dot R1. Of course, you can't do all the time, right? So 0 plus 1 whole star dot, write this way better. 0 plus 1 whole star dot 0 plus 1 whole star. Is it same as union? Means it is just simply 0 plus 1 whole star, right? Union means plus only. Are they same or not? Absolutely they are correct. You know, right? 0 plus 1 whole star. Even though R1 is equal to R2, don't do that. R1 dot R1 is equal to R1 union R2. That is not in general equal, okay? But here because of this 0 plus 1 whole star dot 0 plus 1 whole star, because of this you are getting 0 plus 1 whole star back. But don't say that R1 R2 is equal to R1 union R2 in general. Here R1 R2 are given. So this R1 R2 are given. I forgot to make changes here, right? Okay, that's okay, fine. Now second one, R1 dot R2, we already know it is 0 plus 1 whole star. Now intersection, yeah, 0 plus 1 whole star intersection 0 plus 1 whole star, definitely same, okay? Now R1 quotient with R2, you know, right? 0 plus 1 whole star, we did in the super 30 also, this one 0 plus 1 whole star, you will get because of epsilon, here epsilon is there, because of that you will get 0 plus 1 whole star, right? So this one also gives 0 plus 1 whole star, this is already giving 0 plus 1 whole star. The next one, R1 minus R2, that is from 0 plus 1 whole star you delete another 0 plus 1 whole star. So what do you get? Pi you get equal to, from R2 you delete R1, same pi, it is also same, yeah. D, A, B, C, D. I was expecting somebody will answer this, but looks like nobody answered A, B, C, D. So either you are answering A, B, D, or you know, I think everybody answered A, B, D. Somebody answered A, B, C. So why did you miss that D? R1 minus R2 is same as R2 minus R1, right? Oh, okay. So that's not a minus, it's a quotient. Okay, I could have informed somewhere, right? So all the options are correct. So everybody got this point? So let me take the doubt. Somebody was asking the doubt, let me take that. All are true exactly. Okay, I'm taking the doubt here. The doubt is the Wx, a very famous question, everybody knows this, are such that W belongs to the 0 plus 1 whole star and X belongs to 0 plus 1 whole plus, okay? And here W, can we put epsilon? That's the minimum, right? When you put epsilon, what do you get? You will get X. Because epsilon X reverse is X. So what do you get here? X. What is X? X means A plus B whole plus. Now you take any W. Like W is equal, you take 0. Sorry, 0 plus 1, right? I am sorry. 0 plus 1 whole plus. W you take 0. What do you get? 0 X 0. What is this? 0 followed by 0 plus 1 whole plus 0. And take W is equal to 1. You will get 1 X1. Take W is equal 0 0 or 0 1 or 1 0 or 1 1. What happens? 0 0 X 0 0 and 0 1 X 1 0 and 1 0 X 0 1 and 1 1 X 1 1. You take anything. This is already covered here and this is already covered here and all the 4 already covered here. So this, do whatever, it's just equal to 0 plus 1 whole plus. Got it? So that is a regular. That is a regular. So DFA do not understand Wx W power R. It understands this one. Somebody has represented this language in a different form, right? Sritam, is that fine? This is regular language. Correct? So understand how you can look at it. The union of all of them, you get the simple answer is equal 0 plus 1 whole plus. Okay? Only when you understand the strings of the language, you will get to know what is the meaning of this language. Okay? Good, good. Next one. How many states in a minimized DFA that accept set of all binary strings ending in 000, 3 consecutive zeros, or ending in 3 consecutive ones? Okay, let's see who will come up with the right answer. Very nice question. In fact, the model gate question it is. Expected model gate question. Okay. In Maha revision, you will be having lot of important concepts in a single slide, that we are going to make a slide for all the shortcuts. B. Okay, let's see others. A. Some people ending, right? You do you have any dead state? No, you don't have a dead state. Five. How can you understand with the 5 states? Okay, let's look at what is the minimum string. You understood, right? Expression 0 plus 1 whole star followed by 3 zeros or 3 consecutive ones. This is an expression. What is the minimum string that you get? Or 3 ones. How do you accept them? One path is for 3 consecutive zeros. Okay, fine. Or 3 consecutive ones, other path. Okay, you cannot combine these 2 final states, remember that, because both will not have the same properties. Good evening, Bharat. So now tell me, is this enough to answer, or do you want to construct complete DFA? Really, do you need that? With this you should have a logic. You can make this as a DFA, but I want you to understand why only 7 states, right? So now this one 0 1 covered, this one, suppose 1 comes, then single 1 is coming, followed by double 1 will end with 1, and here 1 is missing. After 0 1 comes, you should come here, because followed by double 1 will end with 1 3 consecutive ones. After 0, so both 0 and 1 missing. 0 you can put a self loop, and 1 you can come to here, because 1 followed by 2 ones is the 3 consecutive ones. Now this side is covered all the transitions, all the missing transitions. Now this side, from here if 0 comes, after 1 if 0 comes, that 0 followed by 00 is going to be the valid string, and after 0 comes, that need to be here, because 0 followed by 00 is going to be end with 3 zeros, right? And here if 0 comes, it should be the same place, because the first 0 followed by other zeros will be 3 consecutive zeros. Any number of ones comes, you can stay here, because 3 consecutive ones followed by any number of ones will be 3 consecutive ones. That's all, that's all. So without that yellow lines, you could have understood it is just 7. You don't need all this. Just understand the minimum string that has shown that blue lines, blue circles, 7 states. That's enough. Yellow lines takes time to understand, but with the blue lines, blue circles, you should know that it should be 7 states. Right? They're very, very easy questions. Only when you practice with understanding, you will get to know this can be done in a seconds or minute, within a minute. Okay? But don't create the shortcut, because this kind of problems are not for the shortcut. If I am asking only 3 zeros ending, then you can apply the shortcuts. Okay, 3 length plus 1, that's 4 states. If I ask only this, it's just 4 states. Okay. Okay, very interesting question. Okay, 4th question. Please read the data on your own and come up with the answer. It's a numerical answer type. Everything is given, only you need to find something which is there in the question itself. 4th question. Please read the data on your own and come up with the answer. It's a numerical answer type. Everything is given, only you need to find something which is there in the question itself. 5th question. Please read the data on your own and come up with the answer. It's a numerical answer type. Everything is given, only you need to find something which is there in the question itself. Maybe you are seeing the first time this question, because today only I created this question. Okay, some other time I was created earlier, but this is a new question completely from the pumping lemma. When I was discussing Super 30, right, people were asking pumping lemma question, so I created today pumping lemma for you to practice. Let's see who will answer this question. So read the data clearly. What is given to you, right? And what else is given in the pumping lemma? The string is given to you, and also they have mentioned 3 parts: x, y, z. What is x mentioned? Epsilon. Of course, length of y should not be epsilon, length of y should not be 0, but x can be epsilon, and y is given a power n, b power n, z is given epsilon. Okay, and now what should be the minimum value of I to prove that L is non-regular? Excellent. Again, Sritam, you are in right track again. So now if L is regular, right, the x, y power I, z, that for all I belongs to L if and only if L is regular. This is the pumping lemma. To prove using contradiction, so you have to prove some I, it is not belongs to L. So first we will start with 0, then 1, then 2. You will follow the sequence to find the minimum value of I, where you can prove L is non-regular. When you put I is equal 0, what happens here? The x is epsilon, y is what? A power n, b power n, and that is power, right? What is it? Power 0 and epsilon. So this is equal to epsilon, that belongs to L, because epsilon is there in the L. Okay, and next, when I is equal to 1, epsilon a power n, b power n, power 1 epsilon, that's equal to a power n, b power n. Oh, that is also belongs to L. When I put 2, what happens? A power n, b power n, power 2 epsilon. Now you need to repeat that a power n, b power n. That makes a power n, b power n, and a power n, b power n. Same string is going to come, and that's definitely not in L. So 3, 4, 5, no need to try, because this is the minimum value where you prove it as a non-regular. So answer is going to be 2. Right? For that, we should know what is the pumping lemma. What is the pumping lemma? Everything is given in the question. Only you need to understand how you work with the pumping lemma. Clear? It's non-regular. It's non-regular. If it is the regular, that's a different question that you will. They will ask you what should be the pumping length, minimum pumping length, or which cannot be a pumping length, or which can be the pumping length constant. So they might ask different question. When the non-regular is there, this is one way where they can ask the question. Everything is given, even W, X, Y, Z, everything is given. Sumaya, please, pumping length, that's it's going to take time, right? Everybody knows what is a pumping lemma, right? No, I can't explain everything, but I'll explain something, sorry, about pumping lemma. What is a pumping lemma? So you have the L. You need to assume L is regular. That's the first point. L is regular. You need to assume whether L is regular or non-regular, doesn't matter. Okay, if you want to prove regular as a regular, directly you can take. If you want to prove non-regular, then assume L is a regular. So pumping lemma you can use directly or using the contradiction. So first point is L is regular. Now you need to choose the constant. Then based on this constant, let's say P. Now you need to choose a string W. That W length must be greater than or equal to P. Length of W should be, you can take greater than or equal to P. So this, choose a string W such that you can divide. Write all the points if you want, one by one. I am not writing all of them. So divide the W into 3 parts, X, Y and Z, such that X, Y, Z is equal to W, and conditions are there inside, like length of Y should not be 0, that means Y not equal to epsilon, and 2, you can choose that X, Y length must be less than or equal to what you have chosen here, right? Let's say P, and this W should be length of W, choose greater than or equal to P, and that are conditions you have. And then for all I, xy power iz belongs to L if and only if L is regular. That's all. This is a proof. Okay, with examples you can understand this sequence. Okay, so this is the pumping lemma proof. This can be used for regular directly. If you want to use for non-regular, so here assume L is a regular. After this step, oh, some I you are not able to prove belongs to L, that means L is a non-regular. Contradiction occurs here. So it's a pumping lemma for regular. For non-regular, one last statement comes, oh, contradiction occurs for some I. Okay, fine, just repeat that later on. Great. Okay, closure properties. Which of the following is incorrect? Let's see who knows the intersection properly. So I can test, you know, are you following the concepts clearly or not? With this I can identify. No answer yet? Yeah, keep asking if you have any doubts. I'll be there to explain. A, B, T. Okay, I'm just checking. Muhammad Asif, Sritam, Simpatico. Sritam deleted immediately. Komal Kumari, ABD. MSQ, right? I mean C is the right. L2 intersection L3. No, yaar. Okay, let me conclude. L1 intersection L2. What is that? First one, L1 intersection L2, regular intersection DCFL is always what? DCFL. But answer is here, regular is given. So this is incorrect statement. So we are choosing it. It is incorrect. So we are choosing it. Next one, L1, that is regular intersection CFL is always CFL. We know this point. And this is also incorrect. We need to choose incorrect only. Okay. And next one, DCFL intersection CFL, actually we get context sensitive language. We don't get a DCFL always, we don't get a CFL always. We may get DCFL, we may get CFL, but we always get a CSL. If you want to know example, you know that already. A power n, B power n, C star. Oh, this is the DCFL. And intersection, just take A star, B power n, C power n. Even this is DCFL, also CFL you can assume. This is already getting A power n, B power n, C power n. Oh, this is not getting even DCFL back. So it's always right CSL, but no guarantee of DCFL. This is also incorrect. Why did you leave this point? And you know that this irregular intersection DCFL intersection CFL, here this two is going to be regular intersection DCFL intersection CFL. These two already giving CSL, CSL intersection with regular, you get always CSL, remaining we may or may not. Okay, so this is A, B, C, D again. Everyone, so with the MSQ, there is one option may be right sometimes, maybe all options may be right. So it might work like MCQ and it might work like in the worst case like all the options could be correct. So we should be very careful. Clear? Just one thing. So clear answer should be there why we are choosing the all options. Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay, another interesting question you have. Okay, this question you don't see anywhere because I created some questions I created today only. Okay, maybe that will be convertible to existing ones, but practice them. Okay, don't try to search in Google because you may not find all. Yeah, let's see. Read the question carefully. I need to identify the CFLs which are not regular. Sritam, BC, is that right? Can you check again? I think BC. Okay, no. Kaif A, C. Oh. Only C. Let me see. Anybody can answer the exact one. Nobody is answering it. I'm waiting, guys. It's just like $1 million question for you. So this is, those people who are assuming that they have the good TOC skills, right? Just answer this question correctly. That means you are having very clear what you are answering. Some questions really helps you to understand how do you apply to the new questions. It's completely new question. Maybe one option you might see or two options, but really no option. No one is answered correctly so far. No one has answered correctly so far. Okay, no one. Okay, let me help you exactly for each option. Then you will get to know what is the right answer. What is this answer? It just looks like A power n, B power n, right? It is DCFL in fact, and it is not regular. So you got the answer. Option A is definitely right. So many people are answered A. That's fine. Chanchal and HK Swag, they answered A. Okay, because it is a CFL. DCFL means CFL and definitely not regular. It's not regular only, right? Because there is a dependency. There is a dependency and 0, 1 and that is a 1, 0. First 0, 1 you will push and the next 1, 0, first 0, 1s, right? You push all of them. Every 0, 1 push X. Here what you do is every 0, 1 push one symbol, let's say X. Now here what you do, every 1, 0 pop 1x. That's enough because you decided, right? Yeah, this one is actually creates regular, so you should never choose this because I want not regular, and I want that should be CFL. So it's a regular, right? You should not choose it. You have chosen, it's fine, but you should not choose it. And the next one, anybody got the answer? Yeah, Mohammed Kaif is coming with the right answer now. This is actually equal to A star. How did you get that? When I put M equal to N, that you are saying that at this point, any K means, and M equal to N, what I do here is, I'll put M equal to N equals 0, and I'll put K is greater than or equal 0. With this, you will get A power 0, A star, which will give you A star. Doesn't matter what are other values. That A star I have, do whatever, it should be covered by A star, right? Any string that is covered with any other mn values, it is already there here. Okay, so it is regular again. And M equal to N or M not equal to N. What do you mean by equal to N or not equal to N? Which is same as any A's followed by any B's. It is also regular here. So you have to choose only A, none other. Got the point? So very interesting question that you should aware exactly why we are choosing it. Oh, don't assume that W power R is CFL. It's not that, right? W belongs to A star, not over more than one symbol. If it is belongs to A plus B whole star, you are right. But it is A star. Okay. So remember and understand. Blindly don't remember just W power R. It will not help you. Okay. We know W power R is CFL, but which one is CFL? When W belongs to A comma B whole star. Oh, in this case it is CFL, but not regular. Even but not DCFL. But this is a different one, belongs to over one symbol. Correct? So you should know the difference between what you are looking at. W power R, what is W? Okay, even I can make a finite language by putting the W condition. Okay, next, 7. And one of the important complement property. So I took, even though you know the answer, sometimes we may go wrong. Which of the following is true? And in options we have the may, so you should be very careful. May means at least one time you have an answer, you can choose that. Sorry. Yeah, good Sritam. This time you should know first what is the complement of REL but not recursive. How many of you know that? Complement of REL which is not recursive. REL but not recursive. Can you tell me what is the answer? Which is always, doesn't matter which REL but not recursive you take, always not REL. Now, if it is always not REL, can you choose regular? No. Can you choose CFL? No. Can you choose recursive? No. Can you choose not REL? Yes. It is actually not only maybe, it is always, right? So this will be the right answer. Okay, maybe not REL, that is always not REL here. Okay, you can only choose one option which is matching with our possibility. Oh, not anyone. What is not anyone, Mohammed? I said may not, I did not say not, I said maybe not REL. Somebody was not sure, but it is correct statement. It's not REL, not REL. Right, this statement is true because saying that, okay, sometimes it is not REL. It's not only sometimes, it is all times. Some is always all, but understand when I say some, that may be converted to all. Got it? So this statement confuses because of how to interpret these statements properly. Okay? Even other way I can say which of the following, see the same question, I may change something like this. Which of the following is possible? Then here I will write is. So I'll write here possible. Okay, possible only. And is I keep in place of may. Then that's also okay. Okay, the same sentences, the same meaning I can get with other way. Okay, when I write is here, I'll put possible. Okay, both ways I can say. I understand, I said may be only, right? Then I'm saying REL but not recursive. I did not say may not be, I said maybe not REL. So it's maybe, right? It's correct only. I was guessing maybe not REL. Yes, it is always not REL. So this statement interpret properly. Okay, just revise it again. Okay, I know you might interpret wrongly, that's why I put up this question, and I'm giving other way to ask the same question too. Which of the following is possible? Then here I say is, then that is also possible even though it is always. Okay, and please interpret it properly here. Maybe you are coming this question first time, I need to interpret properly. Question number 8. Discuss. When you discuss, you will get more clarity. Okay, only by looking at English language, then you can't conclude it, right? So understand the statement properly. Next one. What is the language generated by this grammar? Oh, this grammar definitely not a regular grammar, not context-free grammar. No, what about context-sensitive grammar? It is not a context-sensitive grammar too. It is unrestricted grammar. But it's so simple, right? It's so simple. Let's see who will answer it more. Chanchal answered B. Anybody else? B. Excellent. So now when you look at this grammar, right, can you generate epsilon? directly. S can derive epsilon. Can you generate 1a? How do you generate? Take AA and this AA, you can AA, right? You can put A directly here. S derives AA and this AA whole derives small a. And how do you generate double A? S derives A capital A, and A capital A you have other option, that is double AA, and this AA I can put a small a. That means by looking at this you can get triple A, but just check one more to get the answer. Yes, answer is A star. Everybody got the right answer. Okay, nice. Yeah, very nice question and also important for the exam, maybe expected in coming years. It's not just A, B star, any language, I don't care. It could be any language, but just I have mentioned some language here. It is subset of any language here, A star, B star, or A plus B whole star, anything is fine. Answer will be same. The question also should be very careful. I am asking RE which is not recursive, means logic is only there for valid and logic should not be there for invalid members. If L is something like, you have a lot of Turing machines, right? TM1, TM2, TM3. If you want to prove this, then show me the logic for these machines, and you should never have the logic for the complement of L. Okay? The strings of complement of L. And here, which one is that REL? Which one is having Turing machine but which you don't have halting Turing machine? Okay. So checking the knowledge in a decidability and undecidability concept. Neither A nor B. Asif, neither A nor B. Any other? A, subset of Sritam. D, okay. And keep it very important. I did not get the answer from anyone at. The answer is B. So you should listen carefully why that B is RG but not recursive. Okay, nobody answered that, right? A, D, C, all are wrong so far. B is the right answer. So look at the story of this meaning. So first understand what is this and what is this. So I am dividing the problem into two places. That language accepted by TM, subset of, let's say that AB star, right? This is the first one. And another one is, I'm making a problem. Language accepted by TM is that not subset of AB star. We have two questions. Now, what is the meaning of yes? What is the meaning of no? Definitely that the no of this one will be yes here. No of this one will be yes. So remember, these two are exactly same. No doubt about it, these two are exactly same. Think properly what is that means. Of course, these two are complements to either. That's what this logic comes, right? The L, this L and this two are complement to each other. And definitely one of them is REL but not recursive, means the complement of other one definitely not REL. So I say this is RE but not recursive language, and this one will be not REL definitely. So I'm trying to understand what do you mean by the S. So I hope so far you got a point, right? So let me discuss only this, then I'll come to this later. Once you know this answer, you will get to know that answer. Okay, let's come to the point. Now this one, what do you mean by S? What do you mean by no? S means the language might be, L of TM might be is equal to, very simple, right? That it might be subset of this might be equal to pi or equal to maybe only A or maybe what? AB or maybe AB star. We don't know exactly. But there are multiple options you have. Can you check that TM accepts empty language first? Empty means every string is rejected. Do you have a logic? If you have a logic for everybody, then only this S will have a logic. Can you check somebody here? Forget about this AB star. Let me take very simple language. L of TM, is it accepting only A? This is only, you don't have a logic here. S, you want to check the logic. How can I verify it is accepting only A? To do that, two cases. Case 1, TM should accept A. Oh, that I can check, but other one is difficult. Second, TM should reject everybody else. Reject remaining all. How do you do that? Except A, everybody else is rejected. This one I may check, but this one, these two are the part of the S only. How do I do that? S, I can't provide the logic here. So single A only I am not able to decide. Now we are asking for the bigger problem. Subset of AB star means it is equal to so many languages. And if it is equal to pi, pi is definitely subset of this one. But pi I can't verify the logic. So S only you don't have a logic. But no means what? Do you know what is the meaning of no? No means other than the strings. Any other string other than AB star means epsilon. Single B. I'll just check like this. TM. I don't apply this string. I'll apply first, let's say epsilon. Next, A is there. I don't check. B, I will apply. TM. Oh, double A is not there. I will apply. AB is there. I don't apply. BA. Oh, I can apply because it's not there. And TM. Except the strings which are not here, I'll keep on verifying. Any of the TM is accepting the string, right? That means the string which is not here accepted by the TM means definitely not a subset of this property. So this is how it's a TM accepts some string, but that some string is not from AB star. Because while you generate only, you will guarantee that is not from this. So now, no, you have a logic. S, we don't have a logic. Then no, you have a logic means in this complement, this S will have a logic. So this problem will become RE but not recursive, and this problem will become not REL. That's why this comes, both are undecidable only, no doubt. But this is RE but not recursive, and this is the not REL. Even though both are undecidable. Okay. But now you need to understand to verify not subset. To verify not subset, very simple. If you want to prove that L of TM is a not subset of somebody, let's say some X, then what you have to do? Just you need to verify some string not in X is accepted by TM. That's all. You converted this problem into the similar to the non-emptiness problem or membership problem. That's it. This is the way you need to check that some string you need to guarantee that's not from the X and generate that strings and ask the TM every time by creating the threads. Okay. This is how S will have a logic. I hope you got the point right. So A and B both are undecidable, but B has a Turing motion. A is not have a Turing motion. Okay. Anyhow, if you're not clear, just be careful. Which of the following is possible? Again, possibility. One of the gate model question, possibility. For A reducible to B. Let's see again who will answer. Two questions I asked today, possibility. Yeah. I'm writing one more statement here. Just I'm making another question. Options will be same. Which of the following is true for A reducible to B? Both questions are different. Question 10 first answer it, question 11 also you answer it. What will be the difference between them? Possible means sometimes is there any possibility. True means all the time that should be satisfied. Now first one, is there any possibility that recursive is reducible to RE? Yeah, you know that, right? Recursive is reducible to recursive, right? You know it. These cases are there. Every recursive is RE, right? So many infinite examples are there. Why this is possible? Why this is possible? When we know A is decidable, B is decidable, all that examples are holding here, right? In this case, it is always true. Because only possibility we are asking, not always. Remember that. B. A is RE and B is recursive. Yeah, every recursive is RE. Yeah, every recursive is RE. This statement is enough. Why this is also true? You should just implicate properly. And next one, A is undecidable, B is decidable. That you should know. When this is undecidable, this is always undecidable. This statement is completely wrong. Because we never have undecidable, reducible to decidable. We will never have this case. We will never have this case. Okay. The last one, A is not RE, B is RE. When this is not RE, reducible, then other will definitely not RE. You will never have this case again. Okay. So this statement can satisfy both A and B. But I think nobody answered this A and B. Because you know recursive is reducible to decidable, right? You know decidable, no? Decidable, another name is what? Recursive. In this case only, you look at this decidable called as a recursive, this decidable also called as RE, this decidable also called as RE, this decidable also called as recursive. Decidable implies only, right? Possibility only. I did not ask always here. This is the different question. So let's look at A, B, C, D. Which one is correct? Options. Okay, now which one is the true here? Same statements. A is reducible to B. A is recursive and B is recursive. You should not say what? RE. What you should say now? It is recursive. A is recursive, then B should be recursive. A is RE, then B is RE, you should say. Because it should be, you know, left to right here. When A is RE, B is RE, you can't say recursive, right? Now this statement, be careful, when A is recursive, B should be recursive. Exactly I cannot take any RE. B has to be recursive now. You should answer exactly what is possible. Here, recursive is reducible to RE is a wrong statement. Why is wrong statement? I am asking this. If this is RE, that you means you are saying recursive. This is not the way, right? But this one is going to be, this is recursive, this is always recursive. This is always recursive. Partially, this is only matching and nobody else is matching. So be careful. When they ask, definitely they will say some statement. What exactly, if A is recursive, what is B? That is how you can answer. But this is the right option for you, but not this one also. Okay, A is partially matching because this is a recursive. So we can write RE. This is recursive, so we may write RE, but not all the time. So if you want to write all the time, this must be recursive. This must be recursive. We should not write RE here. So I want always true, always, not sometimes. So recursive we should write. Recursive we should write. Okay. So anyhow, this one I cannot make it properly because these options are not actually the matching with my expectation. Okay. Yeah, I did not ask what is B. If A is given, okay, when do you answer it? If A is recursive, then what is B? Then you can answer B is recursive, B is RE. But I am not asking that way. What should be A and B together? Together. You don't know which one is given. B is given, A is given. You don't know. Both must be satisfied at the same time. So understand the point. When A is given, B you can answer it recursive, RE, both are correct. But A implies B, didn't ask. We don't know what is A and what is B. Both simultaneously we are trying to answer it. So understand the statement. This is a very dangerous statement. The actual answer is A is recursive and B is recursive. The another one, A is what else? When B is decidable, A is also what else I can say? A is undecidable, and B is undecidable. How did you get that? When this B is undecidable, A is always undecidable. This is going to happen all the time, right? Any other concept? When A is RE and B is RE, this matches our expectations. These statements are correct. So understand, both should hold anytime, not sometimes. So that's going to be a very different question. That's why I'm not able to choose the options properly from here. Blindly I can't choose, somebody said if A is recursive, B is recursive. But I did not give you A. I'm giving you both A and B simultaneously. So this kind of statements comes as a true. Okay. So this is a complete different kind of question for you. Okay. I think for today, I've done my job. Any questions that you have, I'll take up, guys. Okay, I'm trying to revise the most important topics or points for that UOC. Anyhow, we have a lot of other sessions like Maha Revision we have. You can come there and you can ask the doubts and we will revise a lot of concepts from there. Now good. So I'll wait for 5 minutes to clear your doubts in case if you have any. Asritam, it will be right. Definitions are very important. What is a closure? Which question? Simpatico. Sumaya. Recursive and recursively enumerable. What is closure, Wallah? What do you mean by closure, yaar? Closure properties? Ask me properly, yaar. Okay, recursive and REL, right? So let me take that question. A recursive and RE. Let's say recursive language and REL. What is recursive set means? Assume this is L, this is also L. When we say recursive, HTM exist I am saying for L. Otherwise what do you say? TM exist for both L and L complement. Look at how many definitions are there. When we say L is recursive, if TM enumerates L in some lexicographical order, when we say L is recursive, all are correct only. There is no difference at all. When we say L is recursive, when you may say indirectly some algorithm exists for L. Of course, in the problems we say algorithm, here we say the halt in TM. So halt in TM indirectly called as algorithm here. So anything else that you have, here you can say valid and invalid both have a logic. Valid and invalid members both have logic. Both. Right? So these are the important definitions for recursive, also called as decidable, L is decidable, another name is, right? When we say REL, REL is not clear whether it is recursive or not recursive. There are two types here. It might be recursive or it might be RE but not recursive. REL, another name is semi-decidable, another name. So now recursive means decidable. Within REL there are two types of languages, and RE but not recursive means which is undecidable but semi-decidable. You can understand it is undecidable but semi-decidable. To satisfy both of them, you should write a definition. How do you write it? Yes, next session I will take simpatico, closure properties. To satisfy both of them, we will say TM exists for L, that's all. TM exists for L. We don't know about HTM. HTM may exist, may not exist. See that HTM may exist, may not exist. May, when I say exist, you should talk about this. HTM never exists means this one. So TM exists for L, but we don't know HTM exists or not. And another one, TM exists, What is the other property? We know Tm enumerates L, or we can say Tm accepts L, or what else we have? Oh, we can't say anything else. We can say partially decidable. What is that? Partially decidable. But we don't know whether it is decidable or undecidable. Partially decidable, again, two types. Okay, so understand these definitions first before answering any question which is recursive, RE but not recursive, and another one is not REL, right? This definition should be clear. Okay, only one mistake we may do, that is we assume this is semi-decidable. Obviously semi-decidable, but it is also what? RE, don't forget that. But is undecidable too. No, decidable is, who is that? Decidable is semi-decidable, but semi-decidable need not be decidable. So Sumaya, use the statement properly. You are using opposite. Decidable is semi-REL, but REL need not be decidable. Okay, that semi-decidable word just replace with REL, you will understand. REL, you won't say decidable. REL need not be decidable, but decidable is always REL. So use the statement properly. Okay. Okay, see you in the Maha revision. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for joining.